Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. Hello, welcome back. I haven't streamed a D&D campaign in who knows how long, so this will be interesting. We're doing another D&D campaign. It's a one-off as far as I'm aware, with Joe and Radroach and Shy Guy and a couple other people. Anyway, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys stick around and enjoy it. My character is Tori Aleph. So if you ever hear that name, that is the character I created. Let me be right back. I need to pop in and make sure they're ready before I just, pop in there and they're suddenly like saying things they shouldn't be on stream. Give me just a moment.
Henry, I'm so sorry.
Does everyone? Okay, wait. Let me try this. Does everyone know who their character's name is?
Yep.
Yes.
I literally put my name right above my own name.
Good. Okay.
So tragically infertile.
Hello? There we go. For some reason, my microphone was muted. That's fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry it took so long. It took us an hour to get started. How beautiful. Anyway.
We're having fun, guys. We're definitely not. This is definitely not going unplanned. Yep. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're good, though. We're ready. We're about to explain the story. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. Today's adventure is going to be in a little town that is not really known for anything. It's kind of your bog standard town. It's a town that is usually just on the way to Waterdeep, the capital of the province. That you can sort of think of it as this country's version of roadside stop on the way to Waterdeep to grab a couple of beers, maybe spend the night, and then you go on your way. Nothing really interesting happens in this town, but today was different because today there were not one, not two, or even 4 or 5, but 6 adventurers who happened to be in this town on the same day. And there was, quite the events that happened that day. So, in this little town, right here in the center, here, let me make sure I can, I thought P was ping. Why did they change the controls? So in the center of town, there's the well where everyone gets their drinking water. To a bit north of the well, you will see this rather large brown building, which is none other than the town hall. Now, the town hall is, of course, where the government events happen. This little town, it's your standard town, has a mayor, a few people on the city council. A bit south of the well, you'll see this red building. It's very stands out, and this is, of course, the tavern. They call it halfway there is the name of the tavern because it's halfway on your journey to Waterdeep. And this is where most people in the town spend their evenings and nights and sometimes mornings. The building next door maybe one doesn't like that fact, but kind of a bit west of the tavern is the local church. They are they're a all faith church. They any people who are people of faith can be here to worship their deities. Of course, only the deities officially recognized by the Lords of Waterdeep, but That's most of them. At least that's what the town wants you to believe. And well, there's a few smaller homes here with all sorts of wonderful people who probably haven't seen an adventurer except maybe once a year or two on their way to Waterdeep. And so the first thing that happened on this special day from the south, there were two individuals who well, they have a history with faith, you could say. There was a certain dwarf who he was quite tall for a dwarf. Actually, he was 5 feet tall, and he never really fit in with some of the other dwarfs, since being short is kind of the dwarf's thing. But all the other dwarfs, they thought he was kind of tall, and he well, he decided that life would be better spent living a monastic life. And part of his monastic pilgrimage to this was going to Waterdeep, which is what brings him on this path today. Along the way, on the south side of this little town, he ran into another person who has a history with faith, a young life cleric by the name of Tori, who is an half-elf. They keep to themselves, probably haven't told much about their past on the way here, but they still wore the very recognizable robes of the god of Selune, the moon goddess. And so immediately, being a man who is familiar with the faith in the region, the dwarf Regis recognized these and decided that he would strike conversation with this young half-elf on the way into town. So, Regis, how did you introduce yourself to this half-elf Tory?
Good day, young Tory. I must say, it has been a fine day to be walking around on no particular reason whatsoever.
I would agree.
It is a fine day. The sun be shining by Vazra's wheel, and the air around us be cool and crisp.
Well,
It is a fine day.
Well, I do enjoy the cold. The sun is a bit bright for me.
You get used to the sun up in the mountains.
So, while they were on their way, they started coming into the suburbs of town. Yeah. And, they had some discussions about who they were, where they came from.
The old mountain of Onikoro, me ancestral home. You should have seen it. The caverns, they were as big as some of these towns we come across. And the dwarven maidens, they were as fine as the rubies we mine.
Sounds like a very beautiful place. I come from a decent-sized town with a very, very wealthy church. I was raised in the church.
You don't say. I too took a semi-religious life back when I was 60 and started my adventuring career. Of course, I didn't expect for that siege to take place, and for me to be washed up onto a distant shore. Of course, some would say that's where my adventures truly began.
So, transitioning a bit, on the west side of town, there were a couple individuals, one of which preferred probably not to be noticed. A male elf by the name of Aaron. They had a shady past, to put it politely. No one's really sure if it was criminal or government espionage, but they had an assignment in this town, but no one was really sure who their allegiances were with, but they had come into town. Now, well, on his way into town, he bumped into a rather imposing figure, the Dragonborn, Oro Seldanis, who was quite a folk hero in this region of the country, and of course was quite recognizable from his golden scales and large stature. And on the way in, and when he came into town, he was greeted by two of the local villagers, and they saw him and but kind of trying to not be noticed, but noticed by being around Oro, was of course the elf of questionable repute, Aaron. Here, let me just a moment. Now, on the way into town, these two young villagers of let's say they're around 13 or 14, and they saw Oro, and they were fans of Oro after hearing the tales of his adventures, and they decided to greet him. Oro, we've heard so much of your tales. Can we don't have adventurers here often. Could we how do you say autograph is the term, I believe. Do you take autographs? Oh, and also, could we get one for your sidekick here, Mr. What's your? I don't know your name. Sorry, but you're Mr. Oro's sidekick, right?
Yes.
Yes, I have no idea who this person is. Never met them before in my life.
Sorry about that. Mr. Oro usually forgets about me when he's just singing in his head.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. What was your name, Mr. Elf, sir?
You may call me Nilo.
Nilo. Okay. Well, neither we don't actually have any pens to sign with or paper. We don't. Most of us don't learn to write here, so we don't have much use for that. But maybe we could stop by the church and borrow some something to write with and have your autographs.
Wait. Nilo, you're a male?
Oro, such a jester.
I believe so. Well then, sorry to bother you. Then we'll just make our way back to town. Then, yes. Well, what is? Okay, just one last question. What's your typical asking price for your autographs?
Some wine and women.
Oh, okay. Well,
that is a bit steep.
Well, I we aren't.
I never said how the women had to look.
Well, we're too young to go in that place, but of course, in the center of town is the tavern. If you are looking for either of those things, it's getting kind of late. We should go back to our parents. You guys have a nice evening. And so they kind of, and you can see that off on the other side of the hill is some not too happy looking middle-aged folks who are probably their parents, and these teenagers, they go running back to their parents. And so Oro makes his way down to the tavern, presumably with Nayo, who is kind of using this sidekick thing as his cover. And on the way to town, they run into these two people with association with faith, the dwarf monk Regis and the half-elf Tori. And they notice that the Tori and Regis, they are looks like we're coming to the aid of someone who probably had a bit too much tonight at the tavern.
Ouch.
A tiefling who, by his garb, is probably a warlock. But you can sort of tell from the looks of him that he's the more academic type. But perhaps he started tonight a little too early, and the dwarf and half-elf are trying to help him get to his senses.
Aye, Tiefling, what happened? Did you challenge the dwarf to a drinking competition?
Funny, but not even a tiefling could outdrink a dwarf. No, nay, we found him here.
Listen, both of you, shut
Guys,
up.
real quick, I'll be
I'm
right
trying
back.
to sleep. Alright.
Sleeping.
Sleep, looks like you're dying in the streets.
What's the difference?
Typical tiefling. Always trying to sleep away the day. Never putting in a good day's work.
Do you need some help, sir?
I wouldn't object to it.
Ah, yes, let's help the poor guy up to his feet.
All right, you decide to try to help him stand to his feet. So that's going to be a strength check of 10.
All right.
Well, who wants to? Do you want to both try to help him, or does one of you want to try to help him themselves?
I'll do it.
All right. So make a roll.
7.
7. Okay. Let me see. I'll see if you have any skills which might help in this situation. But
Hold on. I have a base of, let's see. Oh, sorry. My base strength is at least +4. Sorry, no, that's not true. My base strength is at 15, but I get a +2.
You cut me off there. Oh, you cut off there for me.
sorry, what did you say? You have base strength of 10,
no,
15?
No, it was. Sorry, hold on.
15 plus 2.
No, it's 15 +2. Yes, he's right.
Okay, so in other words, you add 2 to your roll at 9. So
Yeah.
so Regis, he's kind of trying to help him up, but having a bit of a struggle. But I bet if someone else helped him along, they could help the man stand up.
Tori's gonna rush in and try to help up.
Okay, can you do a strength check of 3, please? All right, what did you get? 11?
Yes.
All right, so you both help the tiefling up,
Upsy daisy.
and how did the tiefling express his gratitude, Magnus?
I calmly shake the half-elf's hand and pat the dwarf on his head for giving it a good try.
You're most
welcome. That dwarfs are supposed to be strong. What happened?
You still got a bit of dirt on your robes. Here, let me help them off. And I just aggressively pat Magnus's belly with my hand.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do a. Let me see. Can you do a dexterity roll for me of 10?
All right, let's see. That's another D20, right?
Yeah, 20. 9?
9 plus 2, so
2.
11.
All right. So you kind of pat him on his belly, and you feel a odd kind of shape.
I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna need you to stop touching me.
I'll stop touching you.
You a female?
You're a lizard. You're both.
well, yep. Being reptilian, Orosyldanus has trouble recognizing humanoid creatures' gender sometime, but in this particular case, well, Magnus was in fact male, but he started kind of clutching his chest. So Magnus, are you gonna tell them what you're hiding underneath your garments, or are you gonna keep it to yourself?
I think the
keep it
dwarf
to
found
myself.
out.
They don't really know.
All right. Well, it's kind of I'm gonna need everyone to make a let me see.
Wisdom check.
Wisdom is yeah.
Yeah, let's do a wisdom check.
All right, what is that? Another d20?
Yeah, so do a wisdom roll of 10.
15.
Wait, which die is it? What color?
20. 20.
D20.
Stat rolls will always be a d20.
I'm
No,
sad.
I forgot. So this
Oh,
one right here?
yeah, that one. Yeah, that's 20.
Tori got a 1.
I got 18.
Oh,
I
an
got
11.
15 plus 2, so that's 17.
okay.
14 wisdom minus 1. So
Okay.
17.
18
Okay.
wisdom plus 2, 20 exact.
No,
So
hold on. Actually, let me check that. Let me double check that. I'm sorry. Let's see.
I got a flat 11.
Oh, it's a
Did-
plus. It's actually 16. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
if you what's important is if you succeed or okay. So, Madman,
Wasn't done really.
Tori critically failed, right?
Yes.
So Tori, they aren't really quite sure what's going on with all this. They and they are just kind of looking at Aragorn and is like seems to well, doesn't really have any idea what's going on and kind of just blurts out, "Do you know each other? Are we what?" Now, meanwhile, the others are Oro and Regis. They kind of see the shape of the object in the stomach is it's some kind of a liquor bottle shape,
Well, go on.
and also what seems like kind of a brick shape.
Eh?
Uh,
Are you literally trying to shit a brick? Did you
Are ye?
If
did you
you
get weed
must.
package and decide to shit a brick?
well, does Magnus want to defend himself?
Yes, it's a brick for the stone house I'm going to make for you. Please leave me alone.
I could build myself a stone house. In fact, I have on a couple of occasions.
Says the one who lives in the rock.
I assure you, my home rock is quite cozier than any stone house that you could possibly build.
Alright.
All right. Well, all this commotion is going on. Someone comes out of the tavern. They seem like they're probably someone important because you can tell they have some quite expensive-looking clothing on, and they are, probably either some local government or some other person of authority here. But they see all of you, and they will ask what's going on. Are you guys all quite all right? Everything fine here? Oh,
Very
good.
fine.
Oh, what is this? 5 new faces. Wow. I've never had an adventuring party come to this tavern before, let
Well,
It's
alone
actually
5.
6. The tiefling over there is giving birth to a brick.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't say we're exactly a party. We're all just acquaintances who happen to be converging on this place conveniently.
Speak for yourself.
Speaking of bricks, I've been having my accountant. He's been counting our gold supply over in the bank, and he saw a couple missing. Have you guys Do you guys know anything about that?
Afraid not, friend. Me and the cleric, me and the half elf just walked in here. We were hoping to get a wee bite at here before going on to.
Oh yes, of course, of course. This tavern is quite the finest you'll see this side of Waterdeep, I swear. In fact, how about this? All of your first rounds can be on me if you like. I always want to welcome new travelers here.
Qu- Quite hospitable of you. It would be rude of us to turn it down.
I've already had my fill of drinks. You have to make it a little bit more worth my while.
I'll never
Well,
turn down free booze.
all right, and well then, how about this? You guys, you can make your way inside and take your pick.
Some late breakfast will do nicely.
Or breakfast. That's fine. That's fine. So you
And-
guys make what? You, you don't have to put your thing on top. It's fine.
I wasn't planning to.
I'm kidding. That's funny.
Now we all have to balance. Now we're all balancing in this. See?
Let's
Yeah.
advance the story.
Right there. Wait, come on. We got room.
Oh,
we
sorry,
got room.
my bad.
We got room.
Okay. So as you make your way in to the tavern, you notice that this is obviously the most popular part of town. Almost every seat is full, but this man of esteem, he goes up to the bar and says, "These are 5 fine adventurers here. Can we make some space for them?" And the bartender, who is a kind of stern-looking orc, he kind of just stares at him and says, "You sure these are adventurers?" And the finely clothed man, he says, of course, these are the finest adventurers you will ever meet, I swear. Make a spot next for them at the bar, please." And the orc bartender, he says, all right, well, you're the boss around here. And he so the orc, he taps the 5 people on the shoulder who are sitting at the bar, and tells them their tab's up, and 4 of them go quietly, but the last one, he's not ready to go yet, even though it's probably about time for him to go. This man is another orc, and he's obviously quite a bulky fellow, but I guess they probably, being in a small town, they know each other well, and these 2 orcs start pushing each other around. So the the darker orc, the bartender, he doesn't really want to start a fight with him, but the kind of a bluish skinned orc who was the patron being evicted, he starts growling and shouting. He's like, "You can't take me out of here! I'm not done yet!" And he punches the bartender to the ground, and he's knocked out. And then he looks at the 5 of you and says, "You guys think you can take me? I'll show you what a real adventurer is like. I'm a real adventurer. I'll show you." And he starts to approach you all.
All right.
So
I got this.
so this orc, he's gonna have a 10 health, and he has a armor class of 10, which means you have to roll higher than 10 in order to hit him. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So he starts to come towards let's see, Regis. Probably because he thinks he can take out the short guy first or something. And he throws a swing. Here, let me get a die for myself. Where is...
Just borrow one of mine.
It's
from,
fine. I got one.
Got
Okay.
read the official one. Damn it.
So he takes a swing towards Regis. He has a strength modifier of 2, and so he manages to land a hit on Magnus. Oh wait,
Ow.
actually no.
Let's see.
Sorry. Regis's armor class is 13, so the hit does not succeed. It just kind of
Bounces off.
it hits him at a thicker part of his stocky dwarf stature, and it doesn't really hit him. All right, I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative. As a
Which
reminder,
one's that one?
D20.
Okay. Right.
Just a quick tip. If he doesn't say a specific dice, it's a D20.
Shite.
Alright. I got 11.
Yikes! I got 4.
I got
4.
1.
I got
1,
15.
Okay,
Shite.
10.
I'm
I
gonna
got
want
11.
All right,
I'm
I'm
at
gonna.
11. Sorry.
All right, so Magnus, he sees this fight going on, but
I'm too hungover for this shit.
he doesn't really he doesn't really have time to respond. He just kind of he get kind of a headache, and he needs to make an exit, and kind of is stumbling his way out the door again.
I'm out. Bye.
Meanwhile, let's see, who had 15? Shy.
15 is me. Yeah.
Which character are you again, Shy? Sorry. Aaron.
Aaron, yes.
Okay, so Aaron, you're not quite in melee range, but if you want to, you can just walk up to him and attack him directly, or
Still stumbling.
throw a dagger, or try to use your probably that he's too close to use your longbow, so you can throw a dagger or go towards him with a melee weapon. Do you want to do one of those?
Yes. I'd rather walk towards him with a weapon.
Okay, what do you want to attack him with, a dagger or a longsword?
Dagger.
Okay, you swing with your dagger. I'm going to need you to roll against dexterity.
And that's still D20, right?
Yeah, 20.
20.
Oh, you got a 20. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Natural 20.
dang.
So you roll
all my,
20.
all my luck is out this window. This whole round is going to be...
Nice. So you roll 20, you get your dagger, and you just kind of stab him in the side of the neck, and he barely has time to react. So he just collapses on the ground.
Bro, boy, he prison shakes him. Damn.
Christ. You didn't need to kill him. You could have just knocked him out.
That's what happens to any man who stands in between me and free beer.
You didn't do shit. Oh wait, no, I'm not in there. I fucking left. I forgot.
You don't stand against Oral the Mighty.
Basra.
If you think I'm bad, you should see what he does.
Good gods. I would have just let him off with a couple bruised ribs and a broken nose.
It's not my intent, but it was already violent.
Okay.
My intent.
I would like to go over to the one who was knocked out at the start of this and help them up.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So this individual, obviously, he's an orc, so he's a pretty heavy. I'm gonna say, do a strength roll of 8. Check of 8. 18. Nice. All right, you managed to help him get up and slap him in the cheeks a little bit. He starts coming to, and once he starts to realize what's happened here, he looks at the ground and sees his former patron, and it's obvious from his expression he's not really happy. It's like, and he starts his face starts scrunching together, and he stares at all of you and says, he was my best customer.
The way he had tab.
All right, wait. Who said that about the tab?
Oh wait, I scream out from outside, but he had tab! How was he your best customer if he never paid?
And then he said, he's like, that definitely has the point, but he never paid either.
I didn't buy anything! Oh wait a minute.
So drunk he forgot he drank.
And so the orc kind of said, he just sighs. He says, "Well, all right. How about this? Get a drink or food for whatever this guy's paying you for. Then after that, you guys are gonna need to do some collections, okay?" So, all right. So do you guys want to sit and get a drink or food or something in particular?
Of course. Being a witness to murder makes a man thirsty.
All right. Well,
I like to go back inside and convince the bartender to give me free food.
all right. So Magnus, he kind of is crawling up to the bar and takes a seat in his chair.
He's crawling still.
But yeah, kind of crawls into it and puts his fingers and claws up onto the bar. Perfect. And he's like, "All right, I'll take a." And then what is the order to drink?
Just a coffee, I guess.
I'll take a coffee. And the bartender.
Listen, I'm still hungover, okay? I don't exactly like being hungover.
The bartender's like, good choice, probably, and he.
I'll take one as well.
All right. So the two of you order coffee. What about the rest of you?
A warm meal and water would suffice.
All right. You'll have the daily special, bread, and of course, the daily drink special, water. Here you go.
Thank you much.
And will the other two order anything?
I'll have your
and the strongest alcohol.
All right. There's always that guy, and he just goes into the back, and then he comes back and he pulls out this. He has this bottle in his hand. It's about a foot long and has some fancy looking decorations on it. Takes the cork off, pours you a little shot glass of it, and he gives it to you and says, "All right, I promise you won't need any more after this one."
Dwarf, want to drink with me?
Tempting. Give me a shot glass, but I'll also have some of your green tea and your finest roast pheasant.
All right. So the bartender he kind of pauses for a moment. He looks towards that finely dressed individual. He says, "You paying for food and drink?" The finely dressed individual, he says, Of course. Yes, it's fine." And then he kind of takes the last seat on the bar next to you guys, and says, "Wow, now that you guys all have your meal for the night, I want to just congratulate you on that amazing victory, by the way. I've never seen a real adventurer fight before. It's quite exciting."
You're welcome.
That wasn't a fight. Most of the fights I've been into last for quite a while until I end them.
Right.
So what you mean to say is that you do nothing until the very last second. I get you.
All right.
Seems like you're funny.
All right. The finely dressed individual says, "Oh, my manners. My name is Smith Weston. I'm the mayor in these parts."
Sorry.
Smith Weston.
Yes, Smith Weston.
Awesome name.
Good to meet you, Mr. Weston.
Yes. Well, so, what brings you adventurous to these parts?
Exploration, really.
Oh, yes. I suppose that's what all adventurers want. Yes. By the way, Regis, Oro, are you guys drinking your shots right now?
I I suppose I could drink my tea and my liquor quite intermittently.
Okay.
Drink it as I eat my meat.
Okay.
Makes it better.
Multitask.
All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna need the two of you to make a Constitution roll of 6.
And that would be a d20.
Yes. If I don't specify, it's a 20.
Yeah, sorry.
Oro literally is the kind of guy to have a
Nine.
ham soaked in
No,
rum.
all right.
9 Constitution of 0. So yeah, 9.
Okay. So
Hold
you
on,
guys.
hold on. I have 9 on the roll and on as for Constitution, +1, so 10.
All right. Well. Okay. So you guys are drinking your drink and you feel a burning in your stomach, and Oro he lets out a bit of a
Then-
burp, but you manage to stomach it. It is the bartender was right. It is one of the strongest drinks you've had, but it's manageable.
That's more potent than the sake we had back east.
And the
Hey,
bartender says,
bartender, thanks for the beer.
"Says I told you guys it would be you'd like it." Anyway, Smith Weston. He says, "Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed your food. Now, what accommodations will you be having for the night? We have a wonderful inn across the street if you'd like to stay there, but obviously I don't think you'd want to start your collections tonight, considering how late it is."
I usually just light a fire and sleep in it.
Well, I think the locals would be a little disturbed by that. So, my suggestion is to use the a fireplace in your hotel room if you'd like to do something like that. Just so you don't spook anyone.
Oi, Weston, why are you putting us off like this? Normally, I'm
Normally he's
the
like,
strength
yo,
is
Normally, what? Sorry.
game here.
Oh my god, he went over 500. He was at 800.
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Oh my god, it's at 800 again. It's so
Oh
close
god.
to 9.
Oh god.
So Mr. The dwarven monk, his words are kind of slurring together. It's kind of hard to understand. Smith, and then Smith says, "Sorry, what was that? I didn't get that."
Why all the kindness, Weston? Normally, a person wouldn't give two grog shits about us.
Well, we have 2 folk heroes, Regis and Oro here, and their 3 companions. Of course, we would want to give them a hero's welcome, right?
I spit out my coffee because that's bullshit. I'm not with these guys. I just came into town looking up for some knowledge and some
With
nice.
that, with that
no.
action, would you like my coffee and make it a double? You seem.
Hey, I
Hey.
take that gesture as kindness.
All right.
Was that
kind
just
of
thinking
you.
how to shit out a brick?
This is very kind
Well-
of you, Weston, but I'm just passing through.
All right.
We.
And then Smith, he
Oh, I think you can drop the act now.
he kind of gets a little more serious, and he says, maybe I should drop the formality. You do not want to be out here at night, okay?"
Mhm.
And
Why
then
is that?
he kind of gets a little closer, and he says, "Now listen, I didn't tell you this, but this town isn't as quiet as we say in the advertisements, okay? It's around almost midnight here, and you want to be inside before then. Things get a little dangerous around here, and especially considering you have to do collections tomorrow for our fine bartender here. Your safety is our top priority because if you die, well, our town's out a lot of money."
Regis leans in forward. What kind of danger?
And then he says, and then he kind of leans back and says, and then he raises his voice and kind of smiles and he says, "Ah, yes, danger. That's what you adventurers are Now, after you spend the night here, you will get a lot of that once you get to your adventuring areas. Now, why don't I take you to the tavern and we can have a deeper conversation? And then, sorry, he's like, wait, what am I saying? Tavern. I've had too much to drink, maybe myself. Let's go to the inn. We can talk there. And then he kind of lowers his voice. He says, alone.
Okay, so where's this one? Also, by the way, if you right click and change the color tint, you can change your base.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I can't.
All right, so to the
Oh, you have the base.
so Smith, he leads you to the east with kind of this large building over here where my hand is.
Oh,
wait.
sorry. I didn't-
I was following the green.
Sorry, where the Reddit guy is.
Oh, okay.
Magnus, you fuck.
All right.
Anytime
So
like that.
Smith, he's trying to rush things along. The attendant recognizes the mayor and he says, "Executive suite, please." And the attender says, "Right away, sir," and gives him a key. And the mayor takes you into the executive suite and locks the door. He uses all three locks. And he turns to all of you and sits you all down. He says, "All right. Okay. This town's had a case of vampires lately. Now, obviously, there's been no confirmation. As far as the public is concerned, the recent disappearances were just old age. Luckily for us, the victims have not been too healthy already, so no one suspects anything. But the local the church, they've investigated the bodies, and there's distinct marks that are definitely marks of vampires. You don't need to worry about them. They've done the rituals and everything. They're not coming back. But well, as you all know, vampires, they can only attack if invited in. That's why you need to stay inside for tonight. Now, you guys can stay in this room for tonight. I will see you in the morning, and you can start your collections then. So yes, Miss Oro.
Quick question. It's night. We're all out there together, and you invited us in. How do you know one of us isn't a vampire?
He kind of looks. He gets a little pale. He kind of is darting his eyes around the room. Well, well. Truth is, I figure if one of you are the vampire, we're doomed anyway. So, might as well hope for the best.
I flip over a table and break off a leg.
Okay.
So the mayor is leaving the inn.
So Smith, he obviously can tell he's not wanted here anymore. He says, "All right, stay here now. I don't care. Just don't hurt me. I'm going home."
This ain't for you.
Oh, you should stay with us, right? It is dangerous to be out at night.
Okay. Can I calm the dwarf down? He's kind of getting
Okay.
too antsy.
Yeah.
How about
please.
both of? Okay, Magnus, I'm gonna need you to roll charisma,
All right.
and
Aaron.
Aragorn. I'm not Aragorn. You're
Regis.
not Aragorn.
Regis.
I'm gonna need you to roll against what is
I got
it?
5 plus
Wisdom.
1, 6.
Sorry, 6.
Yeah, that's for charisma, right?
Yeah,
Natural 2. It's a natural 2.
20.
No, it's 20. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So Regis, he like, no, you can't calm me down, right?
Nay, I will not hear of it. This town is being attacked by dangerous bloodsuckers, and I cannot stand by it. The only good
You
vampire,
look like a dangerous bloodsucker right now. With all due respect.
and I could say the same for you, you damn knife eaters. But I don't, because I'm nice.
Well,
was very nice.
think about it like this gentleman who is in the dwarf. We're all taller than him.
All right.
I agree
Well-
with this observation.
Taller
So,
not, we still
by
can't-
now,
we still
by
can't
now,
allow this town to be enslaved by the vampires.
And what are we supposed to do? They outnumber us, obviously. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't think you can comprehend numbers.
Funny. But I say, we go hunting for them. They must be out there in the woods. And once we do find them, we stick them in the heart. And that should end most of the town's problems.
Mhm.
And, well, obviously my charisma test failed, which is why I'm not convincing him despite the fact that we're outnumbered. Alright, continue on.
All right. So, but the mayor's taking this time to make his exit, and but then you start hearing a knocking at your door. It says, hello, and they say, hello, room service, may I come in?
We didn't order any
Good
room
God.
service.
Oh, it says here, Mr. Wesson ordered room service for here. Maybe I'm mistaken. How about I just drop this off here anyway? Because, well, I have it already here.
That's very kind. But I don't think we will be needing any
Just
room
leave it.
service.
Just leave it at the door, thank you.
Okay. Well, and then you kind of hear like a little clunking noise, and sounds of footsteps walking away.
Okay.
Okay. So do you guys want to rest for the night, or anything you want to discuss before you sleep?
Mr. Soldanus, was it?
Soldanus?
Oro, Dragon.
Or Soldanus, yes.
Oi.
Yeah.
Scaly.
So, call me
You
Oro.
got the harder hide. Check the door. They can't bite through your neck.
Aye.
Or any other part of your body for that matter.
So does Oro decide to open the door?
What the fuck is this?
What?
I forgot what race he is.
He's a
He's
Dragonborn.
I'm a
No.
No,
I'm a tiefling. I don't have thick skin. You do. You're a dragonborn.
aye, all he's got is some horns. Not scales like you.
All right.
Okay.
Do you,
I got a plan.
okay.
Don't scream the door down.
Here we go.
You guys scream the door down.
I swear to God, I feel like I know what you're gonna do.
What's your
I have a
plan?
feeling
Oro
about
picks up the tiefling.
God damn it!
Okay.
The typing down.
Oro, I'm going to need you to make a strength roll, and Magnus, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution roll.
This is gonna hurt.
Is there any way I can stop this?
Yeah, 9.
I don't know. Do you want to help him try to bang
9
the door
plus
down?
1. That's 10.
Or stop them from banging the
13
door
plus
down?
3 for strength. 16.
Shite.
Can I help?
Wait, what did
as
you
well?
roll on your
I think-
Constitution roll?
I think they rolled before I could even make my decision.
Yeah, it's too late.
Okay. Yeah, they rolled higher initiative, I guess. Okay, so so Oro bangs Magnus into the door, and Magnus kind of definitely feels it, but he doesn't take any health point damage.
Yeah, but I call Oro a piece of shit.
And the door starts to crack a little bit, but then you remember you could just unlock the door.
He's only a bard. He's not expected to think.
It's true, my wisdom is -1.
Oh God, I felt that. What, -1?
Oh, for Bosworth's sake, I'll open the feckin' door. Here,
All right.
Tiefling,
Oh, oh,
take this stake. I'll open it.
all right. Regis opens the door.
Hold on. I
Yeah.
unlock the door and then I crack the door open ever so slightly.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see?
You
Perception
see.
check.
Yes.
Yeah. Perception. I need you to roll perception.
All right. That's all right. All right. Got my die. $19 plus. Hold on.
You're plus one perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception.
So 20.
That is
That's
yeah.
full 20.
That's good.
Perfect.
Yep. You got a 20. Okay. So you look, and then you notice that on the table there's a kind of silver dish with a, with a little bowl on top of it, and 5 glasses of tea, and it's still a little warm. But then you notice off in the corner, you just see a little bit of it, but is someone looks like someone who is peeking their head out of the corner, kind of hiding back.
And I see this because dwarves can see a little bit in.
Yes.
So I close the door and I lock it.
All right.
They're waiting for us out there.
No.
That's why I asked the fucking dragon to check.
That's why I made the tiefling check.
I hate you so much.
I hold up my hands. Now quit barking at each other, you damn lot. We need to think about our next move.
He tossed me at the door. Okay.
So in the middle of all this,
I did, dumbass.
Aaron, Tori, what are the two of you doing while this is
going? Tori was just kind of sitting in the corner, but they're going to interject in a second.
Okay. And Aaron, what about you?
What should I do?
Are you doing anything, or are you just kind of sitting there watching it all happen?
I kind of want to check outside the door as well.
Okay.
Be careful, elf. I'll be going to that broken table and start making more mistakes.
You do you.
Okay, Aaron. So do you check the door?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna need you to make a perception check again. What did you get?
20. God damn it.
20.
Nice.
So he says the same thing, but then he sees extra stuff.
So you look out the door, and you see that.
Can I see the face a bit clearer to see who it is?
Oh yeah, you see the face that once again, and you're certain this time that it was the lady you saw at the front desk.
Oh, okay.
And she kind of hides her head back in, but as she does so, she you make out that she has 2 marks on the side of her neck.
Oh.
And now, so you hear a tap. Let me see. What's Tori? You start hearing a tapping on the window that's next to you. And you're not sure if it's well, how about this? Just make a perception roll.
Alrighty.
Jeez, calm down, dwarf. I thought you were tougher than that.
Ooh.
Like
a little bit.
It's quite cold in this inn,
19.
19. That's pretty good.
I agree with the dwarf on this.
All right. So you hear this tapping on the door. Some people might have mistaken it for just like the wind or some branches, but it definitely sounds like some sort of a humanoid creature knocking on your window.
Oh my! There's someone at the window.
Okay. Do you go to investigate?
Whatever you do.
Is there like curtains covering it or?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to open up the curtains to see rather than opening the window.
All right. So you open up the curtains, and you see.
Wait, how does he open up the curtains?
How does he open up the curtains?
He slices them open.
Okay, he slices open the curtains.
No.
Wait, no, don't. No, I'm not Tori. I'm back.
Tori, what do you do?
Or just open them?
Okay, you just open the curtains, and you see two bright light that are about pea-shaped sized, and you start feeling something going on. So I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw against wisdom.
Okay. I got
Oh,
plus
no.
5.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not that bad.
Okay. So as you see these kind of these bright these lights, they start getting larger, and then you see the face of the orc that you saw in the bar that was had a tussle with you all, and he looks Tori directly in the eyes, and he says, "You are going to let me in, right? You are going to let me in."
I run towards Tori and I tackle him away from the window.
Okay, I'm gonna need Tori make a Constitution
For the love of fuck,
roll.
please be careful when tackling people because that can actually damage people.
And then the other person make a Strength throw.
All right, hold on.
4
All right, stop.
and 14.
14. God
14.
damn it, Vince.
All right, you tackle them to the ground, and they take a rough fall and they take 1 health damage.
Wait, hold on. What's the Constitution bonuses?
They had
for
0
me.
Constitution bonus.
Oh wait, what's Vince's strength Constitution?
It's plus
I
2.
mean strength.
It's plus 2.
So 16.
16.
Actually,
Oh
actually,
my god.
yeah. So Tori, you're gonna take a damage. Okay. Yeah. So you're at 7 health now.
Please tell me you can heal.
Is there anything else we can make steaks out of in this room? I've already broken off the legs of the table.
All right. So as Tori is knocked down to the ground, they start like almost uncontrollably. They start saying, "Please, I just want to let him in. Please, we can do it. They won't hurt us. Let them in."
I put a pillow in Tori's mouth. No, I don't.
Wait, hey God, Tori's not saying it. Holy crap. Hey God, you're gonna kill him, dude.
All right, what do you actually
That was
do?
a party decision. Stop, Regis.
Let's see. I shush him, and I shake my head, trying to look away from the window, as I'm desperately trying to find anything to make
Okay.
mistakes.
I'm gonna need you to make a
Perception.
Let me think.
Well, he has.
Wisdom roll. It's gonna be a 15 difficulty.
14 plus 1.
14.
Plus
14
1.
exactly.
Plus 1. Okay, you just barely managed to avoid looking towards the window, but even though so much of you wants you to look in, and now the banging on the door is getting louder, and you hear the orc's voice. He says, "You are going to let me in, adventurers! You will let me in!"
I push the bed in front of the door. No, wait, no. I push the bed in front of the window.
The
I
window.
ask really quick. All right, really quick, Mr. Orc. What's your opinion on garlic?
Garlic. And then he just kind of he. All right, I'm gonna need you to make a charisma roll.
Okay. 15.
15.
My charisma goes to plus 1, so 16.
Okay. The orc pauses for a minute and says, "Garlic." And then he you can almost feel in his voice the disgust. He says, "Why would I want garlic?"
All right, confirmed. You're a vampire. We're not letting you in.
He keeps banging on the window and banging on the window. Then you hear, meanwhile, at the front door, which you hear the voice of the lady at the front who's saying, "Is everything okay in there? Should I come in and check?"
No,
Then,
we're all naked. Don't come in.
Hey, we're having a group orgy. You don't want to see any of this. Just
Can
not the
I
side
roll
for
for deception? Wait. Can I roll
Deception?
for deception?
Yes, roll for deception.
Okay.
Oh boy.
May I also roll for deception?
Yes, anyone who wants
16.
to.
16. And I have a +3 on deception.
Okay, what do you say to them?
Hey, vampires, let me tell you a little secret. You aren't allergic to garlic. The high vampires just say that so you don't find out that garlic gives you everlasting life.
Oh, I swear to fucking God, Dragon.
Joe, they're vampires. They already have everlasting.
Well, if they want us to double it,
They want even more everlasting life. They become pillar men. Pillar men.
It doesn't work like that.
The orc at the window, he kind of pauses and you hear he stops banging. He says, "What? Is that true?" And then the woman says, "No, of course not. He's just trying to." Wait, is it?
Well, congrats. You also confirmed that the old lady is also a vampire. So that was very confirmation.
Can I just make a wild assumption and say this is probably a town full of vampires?
Actually, I wouldn't disagree with you on that one.
No wonder the ale was full blood. Gave it a weird tomato taste.
the lady says, "Okay. Come to the front desk. I'll bring some garlic. You can try this." And the orc says, "Okay, good plan. I'll meet you up there." And you hear a clunking sound of him the building going towards the front door. And then the lady, she also hears sound of her walking away.
All right. I take this time to cover the window with the bed sheets.
Okay.
So that we don't have a repeat of that. And
All
now
right.
I look at the party. We don't know
Does he
how.
have to roll for the? Oh, sorry. Does he have to roll to do the action of the bedsheet covering?
No, it's an instant success.
Okay, good.
So my rule is if your penalty to a stat is not -2 or lower, you don't have to roll for doing simple things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm usually +1 to most of my stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so you close the sheets and all right. What did he say?
All right. What are we going to do now? I don't think that garlic trick will kill them. I'm pretty sure it'll just stun them. We need to make a plan of action as to what to do next.
And even then, who's to say there's not more in this freaking building?
Well,
And who's to say more? Who's to say there's not any more around this keep?
Yes, Tori, what were you gonna say?
To be fair, if they can't get in here if we don't allow them in here, then we could easily just get some good rest tonight, right?
Then leave in the morning.
True, but they'll probably try to be keeping us awake with their inferno screaming.
Almost.
And I've only made like four steaks.
Almost to answer your speculation, you start hearing the deep voice that is probably the orc start screaming, and you just go like, and then you hear the woman. She's like, oh no, we shouldn't have listened to him, and you hear a sound of collapsing, and you feel a slight shake in the floor. So, and the woman is just kind of hyperventilating, and she just then she just starts running, and you hear it kind of getting quieter slowly.
Well then, that was surprising.
We got to be
No
sure.
one ever thinks the bard will lie.
Hold on now.
I want you to see the song about the sorrow.
They
All
could
right.
just be stunned, like I said.
We're not out of the pan yet, but we're still in the pan.
All right, Tori. I'm going to need you to make a intelligence check. It's going to be difficulty 7.
6.
Hold on, I've
Plus
got
2.
a plus something, yeah.
Okay, you succeed. Tori remembers that they have access to. Oh, shoot. Belay that.
Hmm?
Who is it? One of you guys have a sleep spell, is what I was going for.
Oh, I do.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, there you go.
Or-
So Oro remembers he has a sleep spell. Does he decide to try to use it on the rest of the party?
Can you suicide sleep yourself?
I don't sleep. I just trance. I'm immune to sleep spells.
I won't sleep soundly unless I know those two bloodsuckers are dead.
Or real quick, use it on Aegis. Okay. How do you
Regis.
pronounce?
Yeah,
Regis,
Regis
my bad.
while he's in a rage.
Hold up, I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
You can do that?
Only once a day.
I get that.
I got it.
Hmm.
I go over to the fireplace, light the fire, fall
put
into
yourself to
it,
sleep?
and cast
Oh.
sleep.
On all of us, or just on yourself?
It's a 90-foot or 20-foot radius
Oh, okay.
Holy
so that
shit!
should cover the
or
room.
20-foot area. So yes, everyone in the area.
Okay.
So all right. So Oro, I'm going to need you to make a against charisma.
Charisma?
Wait, what?
Yes,
Wait,
charisma
wait,
roll.
Intelligence.
No, he has a roll
Okay,
for
so-
charisma.
Oro is making a
So-
roll against charisma.
Okay.
And everyone else make a wisdom roll.
Tori is immune to being put to sleep by magic.
Yeah,
Oh,
so is my race as well.
Yeah, elves are immune to sleep.
Let's
so.
see, 11 plus. Let's see, plus 1. So
Okay.
No, this was
Yeah,
mine.
fine.
9
Yeah,
plus 2,
this
so
one's
10. I mean, no, 11. My bad.
Yeah. My natural charisma is 16, but it's plus 2 charisma.
but you
So-
said wisdom, right?
So yeah.
11.
Okay. All right. So then, Oro, you said you rolled at 7, right?
Yeah.
Did anyone roll 10 or lower on their Constitution?
It was only 2, and they both rolled higher than 10.
Wait, we were
okay.
rolling for Constitution. I thought we were rolling for wisdom.
Oh yeah, wisdom. Sorry. Anyway, you succeed. All right. So it's obvious that he casts to sleep. Fortunately or unfortunately, it only works on himself, and he falls asleep. And
In the
everyone
fire.
else,
I'm
in the
protected.
God fucking.
and everyone else is just kind of sitting there, wondering what just happened.
Wait, am I asleep because I rolled a 12?
No.
You're still
No,
okay.
you're good.
You passed.
I'm
Right.
not sure I understand what he was trying to gain from that.
I think he was trying to make sure we slept sound.
Well,
Oh,
Dragonborn naturally just like to sleep in fire.
Aye. He'd be quite comfortable in Onikoro.
Yeah,
Well,
We'd go down to the core sometimes.
I'm naturally resistant to fire, but I don't exactly find it comfortable.
Neither do I.
I
So-
for one am not fond of fire.
So now then, I'll say we go along with my original plan and stick those two bloodsuckers before we go to sleep.
If you open the door, there's a chance you're going to be letting someone in.
True.
And
All
I
right,
don't-
so-
I don't think they're going to politely ask, "Can I come in?"
So real quick, let's just make this brief. Who decides they want to go to sleep?
I'll try. Magnus.
Okay, Magnus was trying to go to sleep. What I know, Regis is very explicit. He wants to go try to kill the vampires. What do Aaron and Tori decide?
Well, that's dependent on whether someone is going to try. I would suggest that if you do want to go down there and stab them, to do it sneakily and make sure no one else would notice. And if
Or
you
bring backup.
do decide to go the stealth route, I would like to tag along. I would very much appreciate the chance of seeing a vampire up close.
I agree.
All right, so the two of you go. Aaron, do you go to investigate also?
Yes, I will.
All right.
I will come along.
Your bow could prove quite handy. Plus your knives too.
You know what?
Quick.
I'll stay in the room. I won't sleep yet until they get back.
Okay.
Good man. I take all 4 steaks. No wait, I'll leave one for the lizard man.
All right.
I'm not a lizard man, but thank you, I guess.
No, it's
All
for
right.
the lizard man. Don't take.
All right.
Okay. The three of you go in, kind of sneak your way into the lobby. I'm going to need you guys to make a stealth roll, which if you don't have it, then just roll against dexterity.
All right.
It's going to be difficulty 15.
Oh,
9.
Oof.
Shit.
4 plus 2.
Hold on.
Ah, fuck. I didn't go to sleep.
What?
I
got
got
a 5.
11. I got 11.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try and roll against this dexterity.
Okay.
All right.
It was either
my
stealth or
character's asleep.
dexterity. Oh, I see.
Okay.
All right,
He's
I'll
If
roll
you can apply stealth or dexterity.
2. Okay, no, I'm just not going to.
All right, you try to sneak your way into the front hall, but it's not quite successful as you make your way into the front lobby, and there's 4 men who definitely do not look happy, and they're looking at the ground at the orchid who's collapsed on the front door, and you see the woman kind of crying and sees you, and she says, "That's them!" And
Shite.
the four guards, they look and they see the 3 of you, and they say, "Stop in the name of the law!"
Law. I am the law. I shall.
Do I see
Alright.
bite marks?
Perception check.
All right, hold on.
Anyone who wants to look, do perception check.
I'll look.
All right, I'm gonna look too.
I'm in the room. I got
12 plus. What is my perception?
Let's see, 14 plus.
7.
Hold on.
Plus 3. 12 plus 3, I got a 15.
Nice.
I'm gonna say plus 1, so I got 15.
Okay, so the
Perception's
two
plus 2.
of you notice that 3 of the guards do not have bite marks, but one of them does. So the one with the bite marks, he is the one who said "Stop in the name of the law." He's kind of seems like the leader.
I don't listen to scum-sucking bloodsuckers, and so I attack him with my stake.
All right. So
back for us.
we're initiating combat then.
Yes.
I'm gonna need. All right, everyone, roll initiative, and I'm gonna roll for the.
Oops, I dropped mine off the map. That's fine.
Do me and Joe also roll
16.
initiative even though I'm in this situation?
No, you aren't involved in this.
All right, 16
here we
plus
go.
1, so that's
No, I already got mine back. It
Oh.
popped back.
okay.
I got
so
I rolled
17.
14.
16.
Okay. So I got 7 and 5. So I think all right. Who got highest?
I got 17.
Okay. Second highest.
Me.
Okay. And then
Oh.
third. Okay. Well, obviously,
I forgot.
Yeah.
Are we doing initiative bonus or no?
yes.
Yeah. Are we?
Okay, so then I have 19.
Okay.
I just had 17. So.
All right. So it's gonna be Madman, Crimson, Shy. Am I
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
okay? So Madman, you were one of the ones who noticed the bite, and you see the guard who shouted at you. What do you do as your actions?
I want to try and convince the non-vampire guards to look at the necks of the others.
Okay. That's gonna be a
Charisma, right?
yeah. Let me see if you have any relevant skills for that kind of persuasion.
That's a pretty long dice roll, right?
Gotta be really sure.
He's got to get it right.
20.
Natural 20.
All right.
All
The
right.
guards, they kind of well, what do you say to them?
I say, it was 3 of them that didn't have bite marks, right?
Yes.
I say,
yeah.
you 3, look at the others. They have bite marks. They are vampires.
And they kind of look around and they look at the guard and the woman and the orc, and they kind of have this realization and they gasp and they draw their swords out.
And then they scream, "Stop! You violated the law!"
Then they say, well, they don't really say anything specific, but you can tell that they are aware of the situation. So I'm going to do a roll for them. Oh, they got 5. Okay. So because they didn't notice until now, they're going to be taking their actions last. All right. So Crimson. Sorry. Yeah, Regis. What do you take as your action?
I will be back. I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. Can I
I'll
roll
wait for
for
him.
him?
I'll wait for him to come back. Actually, I have to go pee too. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Is it time for a potty break?
Yeah, go just put on the BRB screen.
All right, everybody. We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the just chatting screen. I'm actually really liking this.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. Intermission.
Motherfucking Oro, just fucking in the
Oh, I know what we could do.
fireplace.
What is
Killed vampires.
What am I doing?
Mhm.
I guess I'm holding the stake just in case any vampires are decide to come anywhere near me.
Now
Alright.
vampires are coming near the lying dragon and fire.
See, when Joe brought up the
See, that's a
preschool
curious
idea-
question. Is all your clothes just burned off, or are they like
I'm
fire
wearing nothing
resistant
but
too?
armor. Look at my little character. It's nothing but armor.
Okay, once again, do your clothes just slowly start burning off because fire still kind of affects all?
Yeah, does it?
It's
Or
not-
does it just heat up?
It doesn't get hot enough.
It's not hot enough to melt.
Alright.
Yeah.
What about the
Like,
leather parts that are holding everything out?
Yeah, what about leather parts?
It's made from my own hide.
Ow. How'd that
Oh no,
happen?
dragon shed.
Oh, okay,
okay.
so your email. Yeah, dragon shed, and they get rid of the freaking shedded pieces. They don't fucking keep it.
I mean, when you're with
Oh
them,
my
it's
god,
never
no
like-
wonder! You're a guy trying to start your own fucking band in high school! Wake me up! Wake me up inside!
I still haven't learned that spell yet.
You don't need to learn it. It's a natural trait for you.
Oh. I feel personally attacked here.
I love you.
I love you too, Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm just glad I was able to talk a vampire into killing himself.
He's not dead, he's just
They're not dead though. They're not dead though. You did convince them to be fucking dumbass though, so that's good though. By the way, Henry, I like to add, my character has a pair of shades that add absolutely nothing to him. They're just cosmetic.
Nice.
However, if he gets set ablaze, the shades will be destroyed.
Oh, by
And
the
he
way,
does
if you
not have a
press
spare.
M on the keyboard, the new magnifier is pretty good. I've been like using it this whole game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That's cool.
Yeah, I know. So I've just been like moving it around so I could see just the characters that are like playing right now.
Wait, you have to hold it. You can't toggle
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
No, that should.
he-
You could actually go into your configurations. It should be toggle. So look for magnifier and then try to get from there.
I'll do it later.
Anyway.
Yeah, see, since I knew my family was going to be kind of disrupting me, I was like, what key can I use to toggle that can mute? And I was like, mute. And I pushed it. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Zoomed in.
That's
So
good.
that was a fun way to find that out.
Yeah. Okay.
Why am I tipped over?
Oh man, I'm so excited for what's gonna happen next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just glad he got a natural 20. I was like, my luck ran out.
Honestly, I'm really liking this. I honestly think we could do more of this, like stream it on the weekends.
Oh yes,
We
definitely.
Like have one campaign and it's just 2 days. We could just do a Saturday and Sunday thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do this with you guys.
I have returned.
Hey, is the other guy back?
Yeah, is he?
Everybody's back. Yeah.
The
Okay,
other
so-
guy.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what the hell?
Hmm?
Basically, what we
Wait.
Hmm?
Is there actions he could do?
Yeah,
you
right
can have
click
them
and you can
attack.
attack.
You can attack. You can die. You can change your stance. I
Oh, just
can't.
what I've always wanted
Wait,
to do.
Wait, how do you change the stance?
Right
You
click
the
on your
mode.
figure.
You
and then
right
do
click on
mode.
I
mode.
see mode.
It changes you between your normal sitting stance and your like ready to attack stance.
But there's nothing where I can have. How? Okay. Oh wait, I could just have him like this.
Yeah.
Henry, can you summon a fire?
Oh, let me see if I have one.
actually might need a fire. We're gonna go part 1 on this town, aren't we?
Yeah. I'll bet.
Maybe.
No, because my character's sleeping in the fire, so I kind of want fire. Oh, let me go back to the screen.
All right. So are we all here? Are we done with our
So
TV?
this is what happens when I cast sleep.
Yes.
He's not sleeping.
Anyway.
He's
Wait.
fucking dead.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Look at this holy
God.
figure.
Bro, you've been crucified.
This is my new faith.
Lizard man. I knew they existed.
This is how Oro asserts dominance.
T-posing looking ass.
This must be the word of an enemy stunned.
All right.
I am stand.
All right, then. Are we ready?
Yeah, I can't find the fire right now. Are we
Oh,
ready
there's no
for?
fire object. Wait, can you set it so we can import objects?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about it. Let's continue on with the campaign.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, all right. Regis was taking his action.
Aye.
Mm.
Let's see. So I rush forward, my stake drawn, and I try to push it into the vampire's core, his heart.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to make a strength roll, and he's got a armor class 14.
Check.
You good?
Oh, what happened?
15.
Fine.
Nice.
15 plus what?
2. So he's got a 17. All right. So you hit him, and let's see. I'm gonna need you to roll a D4, which is the blue one.
All right. Let's see. D4.
That one.
4.
4. All right. You put the stake in his chest, and then he kind of clenches his chest and looks down and realizes what's happened, and kind of gets down on one knee and just collapses.
All right. I now take this moment to kick him in the face.
Hold on.
That's going to be a second combat action, so you'll have to wait till next turn.
Damn. All right.
All right.
Madden Tori is next.
Aaron, yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh, I thought Tori was next.
I was
No,
first.
Oh no.
He went first.
My bad.
Good.
All right.
Aaron.
So
what
how
are you
many
gonna
enemies are in the room?
One just collapsed, but there's the female vampire.
The female
Is-
vampire, the orc, the new captain guard.
The
and then
captain just fell on the ground, but the orc
yeah,
and the.
and the 3 regular guards, which are probably not your enemy anymore.
Mhm.
So, how far away am I from the orc?
Walking distance. It'll be a normal movement action.
Okay.
But you could use a range attack if you want, because you have you can throw a dagger or use the longbow. Prefer.
I choose to throw my dagger at it.
All right. So that's gonna be a dexterity roll.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I went into town.
6
plus
plus 3.
Yes.
Okay, so you throw the dagger, and you just completely miss. It lands and gets lodged into the floor, kind of near his general direction.
Oof.
Oh. Yeah, my luck ran out.
All right. Then, do you want to do any kind of non-combat action, or are we gonna move on to the enemy actions?
Wait,
Move
what
on.
about the guards? Don't they have actions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they do,
won't
but well, I mean the NPC actions.
Oh, okay.
Yes, move on to the combat. Next.
Okay, so the woman who realizes what just happened lashes out at Regis and goes for the bite.
Oh, can I dodge? Like, can I backflip or anything?
Let me see.
Dwarf backflipping. I know you're a monk, but holy crap, even that's impressive.
Let's see. I mean, you have your armor class is kind of part of dodging. Like if you, it's like that's what your dodge is basically. Is your armor class.
Armor class
Yeah.
encompasses both like evasive maneuvers and defensive
Yeah.
capabilities.
So I'm gonna roll against dexterity. They have +2 dexterity bonus because of their vampireness. I'm just gonna right click and roll. 13 plus 2, 15. So they managed to get through your armor. Can I borrow someone's D10?
Just borrow mine.
Okay. Oh, that's a
That's a D20. This is a D10.
yeah.
And
8
neat.
damage. So she goes for the bite, and you take 8 damage. You're now at
1 point
One
of damage.
health.
and you at this point you basically are immobile. You're kind of trying to struggle just to stay awake at
That was a critical hit.
basically. Yeah. Okay.
Where did she bite?
In his chest, like right below his neck.
Don't worry, her breath still smells like garlic, so it doesn't affect him.
Plus dwarven resilience.
All right. So after this happens, the 3 guards they realize what's going on, and they go for a strike against the woman.
I guess they're one entity.
Yeah, they're going to be one entity, and they are going to roll against strength. So they'll have +1 strength. So 9 and 10. They she had armor AC 12, so they kind of they go to attack her, and she just kind of uses her quick reflexes to get out of the way.
Okay.
All right, so that brings it back to Tori.
I would like to fire my crossbow, I guess.
Fire crossbow, okay.
Yes. Have a light
Then
crossbow.
you're gonna go ahead and roll against I think that's dexterity. Yeah.
10.
10, and you have proficiency with it, so you get
Yes.
+2. All right, so you managed to just barely make kind of a glancing blow against the vampire. She kind of scrapes her. So that'll be just 1 hit point.
How many does she have left?
8.
Damn.
All right. And you're gonna need
Pretty good
to.
about my position
Alright.
right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tori, you're gonna need to reload your crossbow as your non-combat action, I guess. You're not... And so as he's reloading, the orc, he kind of who collapsed on the ground, he's slowly starting to get up. He's gonna do a Constitution roll, difficulty 10 to get up with no bonus. 16. So he kind of stands up, He's obviously because of the garlic, he's not on his best senses. So because of that, he's only has an armor class of 5, but he's starting to stand up. And I'll initiative roll for him. 19. Oof.
Fucking shite.
So before Regis has a chance to react, the orc he stands up and takes a strike at one of the guards. So it's going to be strength roll with bonus of 2. 7. All right, so he misses. He kind of just bounces off their armor. Then, all right, Regis. So you're trying to keep yourself standing up. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution roll.
All right, that's the 9. I'm the D20.
20. Yeah.
14
14. Okay.
plus 2,
So
so yeah, 16.
Yeah. So you're still standing up, but you have this vampire in the process of biting you. So you're going to need to get rid of her.
I have this vampire on my tit. Sorry.
All right. So you can just do, an arm strike, I guess. Roll. All right. So it's gonna be a strength roll.
Yes. $11 plus 2, so 13.
13. All right. Yes.
So are the saving throw modifiers when you are in? What are those?
So saving throw. Well, there's 2 types. So if your character has a saving throw, it means if someone does that action against you, if it succeeds, you can re-roll.
Oh, okay.
And you re-roll it against whatever stat it's rolled.
And that's the modifier for that roll. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I get. Okay.
Yeah.
I just I was thinking that was the saving throw was when you're low in health. Okay. Just checking.
That's called a death saving throw.
Yeah, death save. If you hit 0 HP, you do a death save.
Oh, okay.
That's to see if you die or not. Anyway, so Regis makes a hit. I'm gonna need you to do a D4. Was it 2? Plus, so it's 1d4 plus 2 for your unarmed strike. So you do 4 damage. They are now the vampire is now at 4 health, but you knock her off of her, so she's no longer process.
Okay. Okay, so as my passive, I run back to my party because
Okay.
I'm trying not to die here.
Okay. So all right, she's gonna make a. So now she's been knocked back. She's gonna make a Constitution roll if she stands still. 18. All right, so she's kind of lurches back, but she's still standing up. She's not on the ground. Thing. All right, then now it's gonna be Aaron's roll. Mm-hmm. So you threw your dagger, but you still have your longsword and your longbow if you want to use those weapons, or you can just go in for.
I'm sorry, repeat the last part. I got cut off.
You can just go for a regular punch, if you prefer.
Let's go with my longsword.
All right, you go at him with your longsword. That's going to be a strength roll, so you have a -1 penalty. You have 2 d20s in front of you.
Yeah.
$17. So even with your strength penalty of -1, that's still a 16. So I'm going to need you to do a 1d8.
1d8. 1.
1. All right. So you do 1d8 -1. Hit her. It doesn't do any damage. It just kind of she just it cuts her, but she immediately heals.
Oh.
All right. So now it's her turn, and she is going to go for a strike against Aaron. And once again, she's going for a bite. And oh man, it's a 20.
Oof. An actual critical hit.
All right, so that's gonna.
Plus, it does something extra.
So that's yeah, critical. So she just straight for the neck. Bam. She gets the.
It's lopped off immediately.
She just bites into him, and immediately he just kind of goes limp.
Wait, who is this?
Aaron. So I'm gonna need you to make a death saving throw.
And what do I roll for that?
D20.
Yeah.
So above let's just do above 3. If you roll above 3, you don't die.
Oh man.
Swear to fucking god. Okay.
14.
Okay, good. Holy
All right.
shit. Somehow survived getting bit in the neck.
All right.
She missed the main artery.
Yes.
Can't be all. Can't.
All
No
right.
one ever can be D. Ever.
So you succeeded in one death saving throw. Oh, so you're down, but you're not technically dead. You're just mostly dead.
You are incapacitated.
Yeah. All right. So the orc who got back to his senses, he's back up. He realizes that those guards are still standing. Oh wait, sorry, the guards didn't attack yet. So the guards, they're in the middle of combat with the orc. So they're gonna do a strength roll again. And the orc, he has only AC because of the garlic. The guards roll 3, and these are just really terrible guards. They probably just got their job from their uncle or something like
God,
that.
fucking damn it! Fucking nepotism.
Anyway, so these guys they're hitting all of the bad spots on this orc.
Are they hitting all the air around the dwarf? I mean, orc.
Basically, yeah.
I'm kind of bleeding out right here.
So that thing where the kid will just swing his arms. It's basically.
No, the dwarf is too small. They keep missing.
And so meanwhile the orc in response he go for a strike against these guards. What does he get? He gets a 13. So he gets a strike in. I'll do a D4 for the damage. I'm gonna borrow yours again.
Well, what is it?
4. Oh man. So they take 4 damage. They still have 4 health left collectively. Wait, no, there's 3 of them. Not so. They still have 6 health left collectively. Now it's gonna be Tori's turn again. So you can either reload your crossbow, or if you want, you still have your cure wound spell if you want to heal someone.
I want to go over to Mr. Unconscious over there and use Cure Wounds.
So on Shai's character.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cure Wounds is going to be a Wisdom roll, and that's going to use one of your spell slots to cast.
Yes. 13.
13.
Plus, you said it was Wisdom, so that's plus 5.
18,
Nice.
alright.
So you succeed. It's going to be 1d8 to see how much you heal.
Mm-hmm. Where's my d8? That one.
3.
3.
All right. So
1d8
plus
2. What was it?
3 plus 3. So you
Plus
heal
3,
6
okay.
health. So
Nice.
All right.
So now Aaron
Regis.
is
Oh,
Aaron was the one who went unconscious. You're still
Right.
barely. Yeah. Regis's
Yeah.
turn. What is Regis gonna do?
all right. Let's see. So what's the situation?
Remember, you're
before?
currently trying to regroup with the people in the room, right?
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
I'm-
he's trying to go back in the room. So all right, you go in the room. You're still critically damaged though, so you're gonna need to
Yes,
make
I'm clutching my titty right now. So
yeah. I need you to make another
Shit.
Constitution roll to
Tay.
see if you make it into the room. Okay, go. Just do it. Let go. 19. Nice.
plus
So-
1. 20.
Yeah. So suddenly you feel where all of that training as a monk has paid off, and of course, being a mountain dwarf, you're naturally sturdy. So you just kind of burst through the door. The adrenaline pumping makes you knock the door right off. And
You.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
That
You look
voice,
like shit.
that
You look like
fucking
shit.
voice.
You look like shit, dude.
Still a little hungover.
Vampires in the inn. Wake up that sleeping bastard. We need help.
I guess I'll try.
all right,
No time. I'll wake him up. You get over there and help the others.
Fine. I run out of the room and meet up with the other two.
okay,
Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I'm in the room with the scared bastard.
okay. Or let me check your sleep spell. How long it lasts? Because it might have been enough time already.
So if I go to spells,
Sleep.
sleep, time
Mhm.
1A.
1 minute. Yeah, so it lasts 1 minute. Let's say it's been a minute. So you're able to
It's been
wake
a
up.
hot minute.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
been
a
a hot
while.
minute. So you're waking up. You're still a little groggy, but you're getting up.
Wait,
Right.
what? How do I revive
You
here?
just click mode.
There you go. There you go. Mode. Yeah.
I've been clicking it.
He's awake
You-
now.
You were clicking die again.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
All right. So you're. I assume you're gonna walk back into the room where all the fighting is going on.
No, I was in the room.
No, he's in the inn room.
Oh, I mean the lobby where the fighting's going on.
Magnus, I'm going to do that. But what's Aura
Ah.
going to do?
Yeah.
What was that noise?
And then he sees me clutching my bleeding tit and panting heavily. Vampires, blood-sucking fiends, in the lobby. I need food.
I fall asleep for a minute and you try to fuck a vampire.
Typical dwarf, wanting food before medical supplies.
Need rum.
Okay, I guess back to the combat. Or what's
Yeah.
Aura going to do, actually?
So this turn is just you guys walking over back to the lobby.
I'm
So
running.
Oro and what's wrong?
Magnus.
Magnus. So you
Magnus,
guys are
Oro,
running
Magnus.
to the lobby. So back to Aaron. Aaron has gotten the strength because of the cure wounds spell. So what are you going to do now?
What is my condition, more or less?
You're standing still. You're just not full strength, but you can still fight.
Yeah, you're at 8. You're at 8 health now. Yeah, because of the healing.
Oh, so,
All right, was it 8 or?
was it 6?
I
Or
healed
is it
6.
Okay,
so
yeah. So 6. So you're
Okay.
yeah. The what's it called? The vampire. She is still in melee range of you. If you want to strike her, or you can go for the orc if you want to change target.
Which one's lower health?
The
The
tavern owner, the woman.
the woman is.
Okay. See, I nearly died. So
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. You almost died.
Yeah, he almost fucking died.
So
Okay.
if you don't attack the woman, if you change targets, she's gonna get an opportunity strike on you. Just to keep in mind.
Won't put any pressure on
Okay.
you or anything.
But if you do attack him, you'll get a sneak attack, which means you'll do an extra d6.
Mm-hmm. +1. I use my spell Misty Step to teleport back to the room to regroup the end room.
Oh, you teleport back into the room.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all right. So you use it, and you teleport back into the room. Okay. So now it's back to the orc and the
guards.
So the orc is going to wait. No, the orc went first in initiative, so it's the guards now. So the guards swing. Oh, they got an 11 plus. So now they got a strike in They have long swords equipped, which is a D8. Shy, I'm gonna borrow your D8. Don't worry about it. Wait, yeah. 8 minus 1, 7. So finally they've gotten some sense of them, and they strike down on the orc, and once again he's down.
Oh, look! I got him!
I got him.
And one of the orcs says, I told you I could win one day.
Mommy, are you proud of me?
Too bad you can't win Uncle's love.
And then the last card says, I bet my uncle will get me a promotion for this one.
Don't bet your life on it. Says another fucking building.
Alright, so the orc, he's really down now. He's probably not going to be back anytime soon.
Holy shit, the guards did it. They did more work. They got more effort in than us.
That figures.
Alright, so it's going to be a Tori now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can reload your crossbow or use a spell.
Are the other two in the room yet, or no?
They're just arriving in the room. Yeah,
So they're like at the entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to cast Bless.
Okay. Bless. Who are you going to target?
Not the guards.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I mean, well, there's three player characters in the room right now. Do you target the player characters?
Yeah, all the player characters.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna need you to do a. Wait, what is yeah? Okay, so that's your second spell slot. All right, go ahead and roll with your spell modifier. Let's say 10 difficulty. Nine. Plus with your modifier, that's enough. Okay, so you buff all the player characters, which means that all of you now get D4 and add the number attack to a attack roll or saving throw for the next minute.
Everyone or just Regis and Aaron?
No, the people in the lobby. So Oro, Magnus, and
The guards.
Troy.
The guards do not get it.
The guards don't get it.
I can only target 3 people with that. So
D4, you said?
You add 1d4 to all your attack rolls and your saving throws.
This is more or less the positioning of the characters.
Yep. Right. Okay. So then I need all right, Magnus and Aura, roll for initiative for me real quick. 17. Okay.
Wait, hold up. I need to get my D20. Wait. Okay, I'm missing it. It's probably one of these.
This one. Yeah.
Oh.
17. All right.
I have a
Nice.
+1 to initiative.
What do you have? What does he have? Magnus.
What's your bonus for initiative?
Bonus for initiative, let me see.
It's
1.
right under proficiency.
He also has 1. All right. Roll again.
God damn it.
3.
Fuck.
3. Dang it. All right, DM says Oro goes first. Okay.
Okay.
Dang.
All right.
Oh,
Or
wait, Jeremy says
you
sorry,
were-
won't be able to join the Game Bros. Just got out. LMAO. No, it's no problem, Jeremy. If you want to watch, it's fun. I want to do this more. Like, I kind of want to do it like not every weekend, but more or less every weekend for the next 3 months.
Okay.
Oh, it's every weekend.
All right. So you're running into the room. So you because of your blessing, you get D4 to attack roll. So what are you gonna do? You notice that the basically now the female vampire is the only one.
I still have the
fight.
stake that Regis left with me, so I use that.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Wait, I go.
Yeah.
don't know. He
Oh
goes
yeah, I
first
forgot.
once.
Joe, go ahead.
Okay, I go first.
Yeah.
I can give him the steak.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oro can take the steak. How about that?
There you go.
He
Fuck
grabs the
it.
steak from him. Yeah.
Okay, I get the steak.
Yeah.
It's an STAKE, not STEAK. By the way, just
Yeah.
want to let you know, Oro. All right.
This isn't my
Okay.
immortal. He knows what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Okay. So here's the plan.
I swear to fucking God. I swear to all that's fucking holy and all that's chaotic.
Are you gonna put everybody to sleep?
No.
I swear
No,
on
I think I have a
yo
cooldown on that. I
fucking
can't
Yeezys.
use. Wait, what's my cooldown on that one?
On what? Sleep?
Yeah.
Well, let me. I think it's well, you still have another spell slot, so you could sleep again if you want. Cast it again if you want.
No, I have no. Anyways, so my plan is
I swear to fucking
Mhm.
God.
I throw the steak in the air
Mage
and hit it
hand?
with my mallet. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
No. So what I
Okay.
do, I cast magic
Well.
hand.
Okay, mage hand. Yeah, that doesn't use spell slots. Okay, so you mage hand the steak in.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Are you probably lagged out a bit or something?
Yeah. No, she should be good.
Hold on, guys. I cut
So
out.
All right, you mage
so I
hand.
use. Okay,
Mhm.
wait. So I don't have to use a roll, right? I just cast it, right?
Yeah, you just move it in, but I mean, let me see. Yeah, it's just at will. Yeah, just let me. This can attack. Sorry, you can't use mage hand to attack. In
I
the
can't?
description,
Oh, okay.
you can't attack with mage hand. Yeah,
Wait, I can or can't?
you cannot.
What do you? Oh,
In the
I didn't
description
see
for the
this.
spell.
I
Yeah,
didn't see their description. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Never mind. So
You could just
okay,
do it with your physical hand.
yeah.
You have you add your strength bonus if you do that anyway. Just
Okay.
be boring and use your hand.
No.
No?
No.
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 Okay. What do you want to do?
I have pretty good strength. So
Yeah.
I muster all of it and throw the steak straight at her heart.
Okay, thank God.
Okay. If you throw, it's going to be dexterity roll, not a strength
Okay.
roll. But okay, you can still do it. It's fine. Just roll.
Okay. 20?
Yeah, 20.
Okay. See, I want to stay away from the vampire as much as possible. That way I
Yeah.
don't get bitten. I already
You
saw what
have
happened to the dwarf.
motherfucking scales, you pussy.
All right, you throw the
all right.
steak.
The dwarf.
I'm back. What did I miss? What did I
The
miss?
dwarf is a
Dwarf lost
monk.
his
He doesn't
tits.
have armor. You dumb fuck. You have armor.
Wait, he doesn't have armor?
Yeah, he's a
Yes,
monk.
I'm a
Why do we
monk.
The
have
monks
armor?
are unarmored.
That character's
I-
lying to me.
All right, what happened? What happened? What I miss?
Don't worry.
13 plus 1, 14.
Joe's character's being a fucking pussy.
13 plus 1, 14. Oh, okay. So you throw the steak, goes in her heart, and she looks down and she just
She says,
oops,
"Oh fuck,
and then
oops."
she collapses. All right.
To be fair, she was already weakened from the garlic.
Yeah. All right. So now you and the three guards are kind of looking at this mess, and they look and they're all kind of shocked at what's happened. That the one who got in from his uncle, he just kind of looks and says, "Man, my boss, he was a good guy." Well,
Hold on. Did we kill him or?
Yeah, he was
Kill
one of
them
the
all.
vampires.
Yeah, we killed them all. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince has some
says-
connection issues, so he sure.
Yeah.
The dwarf was dying a little bit there. He blacked out for a couple minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I guess combat phase over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
combat's over. This is just
Okay.
a conclusion.
All right.
Alright,
Really
alright.
quick, I'm gonna yank out a few vampire teeth from them.
Okay. Go ahead and wait. Let me see.
What would that be
Magnus.
actually?
That might actually be an action. I don't know. Let me see if you might have a skill for that.
And I take this time to come in.
Mhm.
I'm still clutching my chest, and I look at the scene before me.
Insight.
Wait, did we not heal him?
Medicine,
No, you guys didn't.
nature.
He ran
No.
into the room. I couldn't heal him.
He's hiding in the room. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
In fact, I'm gonna try and heal up with food. So I'm gonna raid the pantry right now.
All right.
if Aura tosses me, I swear to Magnus.
All right.
It's
Bad
like
Road,
it's for knowledge. I'm seeking knowledge. Forbidden.
Bad Road.
Yeah.
What do I find in the pantry?
The
I-
pantry?
Yes, because I got bitten
Bread.
by a vampire.
Thank you
Bread.
for the bits, bullets. Much appreciated.
Just,
How are you?
Hey.
just bread.
You find bread,
I
coffee,
was trying to watch earlier.
some chicken.
Giant bar. He's huge.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you find what's left of the garlic that they took to try out for themselves.
All right. I'm gonna eat the garlic, the chicken, and the bread.
And leaves fucking nothing for us. Typical.
I use this
I
pantry.
I lost
get my
blood
dagger.
here.
Okay. You're the one who's not seeking medical attention.
I'm eating to regain health for fuck.
That's not how it works in real life, you fuck.
All right. I added some vampire teeth to your inventory, Magnus.
Awesome.
Okay. Me being dwarf here. Now that I'm done eating, I'm going to check the vampires' pockets for money or any clues that'll lead to any other vampires.
You sure you're a dwarf?
Yes.
Or
Okay. Anyway, so the guards that they're kind of sad that their boss died, and the orc and the woman, they were all well-known people within the town. Finally, one of them says, "Well, I know this is a sad thing, but will you guys we can spend the night here for free, I guess, since she was the one who owned this inn. So yeah, and we'll get back to you in the morning of charges. Good night."
Maybe we collect my dagger first.
We were already eating and staying in this inn for free as it was.
What time is it right now? Not in real life. I mean, in the actual game.
It's probably about 2 a.m. right?
Fucking hell.
Oof.
Okay, I suggest we all go back to the
Sleep.
room and sleep. Go to our individual rooms. I don't freaking.
It's one room.
Before that-
We all sleep in one bed.
Before you go to sleep, yeah.
Oro gathers the bodies and tosses them into the fire. You can't be ever too careful with vampire blood on the loose.
He's
Okay.
Good.
And that being said, Regis closes the door and then puts a table in front of it, just to be sure that we will be safe for the night.
Okay.
Mhm.
And there's no chance that I'm going to become a vampire anytime soon, is there?
No.
Okay, good.
Wait, who? Sorry, who is asking?
Regis.
Oh yes. Good.
Regis.
Oh,
No. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And so I shamble into the room and I collapse on the bed, taking up most of the space.
All right. Okay. Well, all of you
Small ass
guys.
bed.
Feet of you.
So has a small ass bed.
It's big enough for me.
All right. Well, yeah. So if all of you guys are gonna go to sleep, then give yourself a long rest.
Considering it is free now, I think I shall take my own room.
Okay.
Okay, we all go to bed and the dwarf sleeps in the crib.
Yeah.
Do we hit the long
I
rest
can't-
button on the fucking?
I can't toggle madman.
You
Good.
get what?
I can't make you. Wait, no.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
you
make
can't make me
everyone-
animate.
Oh. Oh yeah, he doesn't animate. Yeah.
He doesn't.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Good enough. No. Good enough.
He passes out in the street.
Just like how we found you.
All right. Well, so because of this near-death experience, Aaron
Perfect.
is now frightened of vampires.
Okay, can I
So
at least
you get a
collect my
penalty to
dagger?
you get a penalty to ability checks when near vampires, and you can't willingly get within melee range of a vampire.
All right.
Okay.
What about me?
the dwarf?
What about Regis? Yeah.
Regis, well, you didn't die,
Right.
or you didn't get near death. You just kind of toughed out through it. So, I mean, if you want to be frightened, we can do that.
No. No.
Okay.
I think I want to feel more enraged whenever I see a vampire.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
alright.
So is that end it for today?
I think
We all
so.
pass out.
Yeah, you all
Okay,
go to
we
sleep.
all passed out.
Yep.
Is that the end
What
of the
time do we wake
session,
up?
or is that?
That's probably gonna be it for today. Yeah.
All right.
Hooray! Whee! I say hooray, but that was fun, so I don't want it to end. But yeah.
Okay.
Can we save it right here?
Yeah.
Can we save this? Yeah.
Oh,
that would just
so this one shot is going to finally be serialized.
Yeah. Whoever
Let's
wants to
make it through.
continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
Vote
yeah.
in the comments.
Yeah. Tomorrow we Jeremy in the woods.
Oh, he's the badass wood dwarf. Hell yeah, that's better than our dwarf easily.
Screw you. If it wants, if it
I
wants,
can't remember how
the
you
dwarf.
say it.
I'd like to point out that I almost created a hill dwarf, so we would have had a lot of dwarves.
Oh yeah, we could have just had a big dwarf party, you know.
You were about to say something else. I feel like
I will say this: if he did create a hill dwarf, we would have been fine because then we'd still only be left with 2 dwarves at the end of it. I'm just saying.
I made sure that we fought these vampires.
we
Yeah,
would
you
have
remember
had
what-
to fight them if we just stayed inside
Too
of
many,
our room.
too many people talking at once. That was horrible sounding.
Yes.
Thanks to me, this town is now free of
Thanks to
3 less
you,
vampires.
How many vampires did you kill?
0.
Yeah.
But I critically wounded one.
Oh wait, no, you did kill one.
Wait, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he killed
yeah,
the
he
guard. He rushed him and freaking stabbed him in the
Yeah.
heart with one of the
Oh, I
stakes. that
forgot
you
about
made.
that.
Also, Vince, you literally forgot that you had like 2 more stakes on your person.
I totally did.
Well, that's just 2 more
Alright.
stakes we're gonna use later.
Joe, do you remember how to save a map?
It
Control
should.
S? Sorry.
Configuration, maybe? Oh, I know. It's do games, save.
Oh yeah, you save the setting.
Hooray!
We don't have those options available to us.
Alright,
Is that it?
this is it.
Is it saved?
What is it?
Give me a sec. There we go. We saved now.
Okay,
Okay.
load it back in. Load it in.
Okay,
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
loading.
How do we load?
Yep.
Yay!
There we
Okay,
go.
now flip the table.
Yes.
Alright.
Woo! Oh no! The north, south, east, and west are still there.
A tremendous earthquake has happened in the area. Everyone has
Everyone
died.
Oh.
Okay. Alright.
Alright,
I'm
everyone.
really enjoying this.
This is okay. I'm not gonna lie. First session, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I wish I did a little bit more, but I can't exactly do much. I don't even have like a fire spell.
I wish you broke the door.
I broke the door.
Maybe
I
I should
wish-
toss you next time, but
I
I
wish-
can't because I have like the least strength.
I know.
I wish I had more spell slots so I could heal better.
So, what's our natural?
Well,
okay, so
Madman,
what's
thank
the
you
point
for
of?
stuff. Thank you so much.
What, oh god, what's the point of our natural strength and abilities like dexterity and constitution? What's the point of that Anyways.
If you roll against that stat, you add that the bonus to that roll.
No, I'm not talking about the bonus. I'm talking about the natural.
So if you're talking about like your actual stats, those can change over time depending on equipment and stuff like that. So those stats are there to calculate your bonus.
Yeah, that number
Oh,
determines
okay.
your bonus, and there's certain things that can add to that and increase your bonus.
Oh, okay, I see how this works.
It could potentially increase your bonus.
Yeah. By the way, so what's the deal with proficiencies?
Proficiencies are if you have a skill or weapon you're proficient in, you can add +2 to a roll that involves that skill or weapon.
Yeah, if you see that little proficiency bonus box right there, it says +2. That will actually increase as we level up on occasion. Yeah. But that is the bonus that gets applied to the bonus you already have for a skill that you are proficient in.
I'm proficient in persuasion as a +5.
Yeah, it can get pretty high.
+7 to persuasion.
I've got +5 survival and +5 medicine. And +4 history, +4 investigation, +4 religion, and +4 arcana.
Sleight of hand is +3. And a proficiency of a +2, 5.
I've got some high skills. Like I've got some skills.
Survival. I got that one. And animal handling.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright, time to sign off from the stream. So
last question.
Yeah.
How much gold did I find off of the vampires?
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, we may
Here
need.
we go.
We may need every last penny to buy more equipment against the vampires.
Okay.
Also, your medical bills.
Don't worry,
and then heal me if you can. That's all.
Don't worry, this is D&D.
Don't we heal from our rest?
Yeah. Long rest, you heal from it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like 100%?
Yeah, so on your skill sheet, there's a thing that says long rest. Just click on that.
Okay.
And you should be fully healed now.
We sleep for the entire day and don't wake up until like 6 a.m. the following day. Long rest.
A
long rest is like a
sleep.
full night's sleep.
Yeah,
basically.
8 hours of sleep. A short rest is like taking a nap, like if you have to take shifts in the middle of the night kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We fought vampires throughout the whole night. It's 9 a.m. I say.
I mean, if you want to sleep, you could sleep the next day. All right. If you ever gone from a campaign, we're just gonna say you were sleeping, but
we just left him in the end. He wouldn't wake up.
I cast sleep on myself on a fire. After spell wore off, I didn't wake up. I just kept sleeping in the fire. It was cozy.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea.
All right,
fantastic idea.
I'm gonna mute myself and go ahead and sign off from my stream. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay. Bye.
See you, Sean.
Alright, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out and watching this awesome, fun stuff. So yeah, let's see if we can find someone to raid. I don't know if anyone is on. Probably someone. It's only 11. And I used to be able to raid people at midnight, so there should be someone. But let's double check and find out, shall we? Ooh, we got a lot of people on, actually. We got Mr. Black Hawaiian, Stickles is on. Tomahawk playing Overwatch. We got Dirt and Owawa. I think I'm gonna go with Stickles because I was playing Overwatch with Stickles earlier and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, let's go with Stickles. And I don't know if I've ever raided Stickles, honestly. It's entirely possible that I haven't. So yeah, let's do it. All right, raid channel. Stickles. That one. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. If you don't know how raid works, check the top of your chat right now. There should be a little thing that pops up. Go ahead and click the button to join the raid. And when I click it on my end, I'll be thrown over into their chat. Say hi, hang out for a little bit, spam pause if you got them. It's a good way of passing on the love at the end of the stream. Anyway, I will see you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow, because I should be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming tomorrow. But after that, if you can't make it tomorrow, please try to make it next week, because we are probably going to be doing this again Saturday next week as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!